Ladies and gentlemen, I am Captain McGowan, and I am an American soldier. On behalf of the Fort Sill Command Team, welcome to Fort Sill, the 434 Field Artillery Brigade, and the Fox Battery, 1st Battalion, 31st Field Artillery. Graduated weeks ago, these 115 warriors seated before you left home, many for the first time, to become part of something bigger than themselves. Although they arrived as individuals, they leave here as members of a time-honored team. They have worked and succeeded in every task that was put before them because failure is not an option. As they will tell you, it takes more than boots and a uniform to make an American soldier. They have been instilled with the fundamentals of discipline and have embodied the core Army values of loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker, First Sergeant Jordan. First Sergeant Jordan entered the Army in May of 1992 and completed basic combat and advanced individual training for Cannon Crew Member MOS 13 Bravo at Fort Sill, Oklahoma.
Well, one of the most important things that I want to talk about is how the Army uses acronyms. We all have a lot of acronyms that we use in the world today, but the Army always has a different twist on everything that we do. The first acronym I want to talk about today is ASAP, as soon as possible. To demonstrate the difference between ASAP and how civilian world sees it and how the military world sees it, I want to tell you a little story that one of my senior instructors shared with me here recently. He's taking college online, and his teacher sent an email recently to him that said, explain to students how to turn in their late assignment. The email went something like this. To all, it's no problem if you fall a little bit behind. Just send me an email and state the need for an extension, and then you can turn in the assignment ASAP. P.S. For military personnel, ASAP means as soon as possible, and not right now, so please take your time. Now somehow I can't see being called to Sergeant Major Morrissey's office and taking my time. Would that be all right, Sergeant Major? All right. What I want to talk about now is one of the most important acronyms that the Army has that you soldiers have already learned, and that is the acronym known as leadership. Loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. The 7 Army values. And you all have been taught what the 7 Army values are and their definitions out of the book. But what I want to talk about today is a little bit more OJT. Some on-the-job training, what you'll learn that the 7 Army values mean to you as you go along with your career. Loyalty. The Army asks you that you be loyal to your fellow soldiers, leaders, and units. But something happens when you are soldiers. They become loyal to you. It has been my observation when a soldier gives himself to a unit, without question, the leaders of that unit will go to the end of the earth to take care of that soldier. Showing loyalty to your fellow soldiers will learn you great benefits of combat when you need somebody to cover your back. Duty. Doing your duty is nothing more than giving 110% in everything that you do. And I guarantee you never take shortcuts because this will keep you out of your first sergeant's office. Respect. Now you have shown respect to everyone. Treat people as you want to be treated. That's what you hear in the 7 Army values. However, just as important is respect yourself. Do not allow other people to talk you into bad decisions that will cause you to lower yourself to fit in. Selfless service. All you need to remember here is a quote from President John F. Kennedy. My fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. Honor is simply living a life that you live is what is the right thing to do. You're a soldier, so act like it on and off duty. Integrity. Never lie or act dishonestly. You will learn a great deal from your mistakes. Never be afraid to tell the truth when something goes wrong. Just do what you know is right and everything will be okay. Personal courage. It is not running out into the middle of a firefight to save your buddy's life. It is also making an unpopular decision and standing up for what is right. The good thing that you know is that when you make a decision and you have to face adversity, there are over 400,000 other soldiers standing right beside you to face that same adversity. Okay, another acronym before we move on. Bottom line up front. If you live the 7 Army values, you will do outstanding in the Army. Take these values and apply them to your personal life, and you watch great things happen. I would like to leave you with a quote from former President Jimmy Carter. Our American values are not luxuries, but necessities. Not the salt of our bread, but the bread itself. Our common vision of a free and just society is our greatest source of cohesion at home and strength abroad. greater than the bounty of our material blessings. Thank you all for having me here today. God bless.
In keeping with the 434 Field Artillery Brigade's policy of recognizing superior performance, awards will be presented to those soldiers that have distinguished themselves during the training cycle.
Private Stephen Riddick, Brooklyn, New York.
Woo! Good job.
Please give these exceptional soldiers a round of applause.
Woo! Woo!
First platoon is led by the platoon sergeant, Sergeant First Class Ryan Boas. The graduates of First Platoon, please give these very deserving soldiers a fox bag. American soldier's first act as a soldier is to swear to defend our Constitution. Just as the Constitution of the United States is the cornerstone of our free society, the soldier's oath is the backbone of the Army's commitment to preserving it. Graduates, please stand for the reaffirming of your oath.